In Bell+Howell, and they've been around since 1908. They have created for the first time ever the mega pack of our fabulous solar disc lights. Now, if you want to create magic, whether it's a little teeny balcony, a little teeny deck, or you've got a great big yard virtually anywhere, this is how you're going to do it. And for the first time ever, not only is it the elegant white lights that we've sold before, but now we have 14 colors that will morph, that really changes your space in just the most amazing way to create that most spectacular oasis. So I love it here on the wall, adds so much to it. I love it highlighting our planter down here, that light bouncing off. I love it, you can put it inside where your plant beds are or your flowers are to really give you that uplighting. And even check this out, we have taken it and we're using it as the coolest coaster ever for your wine glass, for your drinks, for your company when they come to visit. That is just the beginning of our incredible Today Special. So here's what we're doing, guys. You got a whole bunch of choices. Everybody's getting a set of 8. Here's what I will warn you right off the bat. Most people get more than one because all you have to do is throw them down on the ground and they do their magic and they're completely solar. All you have to do is pick what color disc lights do you want. We have black, gray, bronze, white, hunter green, and brown. I will tell you my white is the most limited. You're seeing it right there. So again, there's the bronze, there's the hunter green, there's the white, there's the gray, there's the black. The black is always the most popular because basically it becomes almost invisible wherever you place it, on the wall, by the grill. We're going to show you so many cool ideas, but everybody's getting our largest variety, and for the first time ever, we have never done color morphing with our Bell+Howell. So we're so excited to have it back, and I'm very excited to have one of our dear friends, Lou Caputo, joining us. Lou has been on HSN and around this business for more than how many years? 30? 30 years, 35 right? He started
plus.
when he was 5. It's amazing.
I did. I look pretty good.
Very successful guy. Anyway, welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Super pumped about this new idea.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because I've been selling these for a minute, okay?
Yes.
You know, Bell+Howell, yes, not the entire 116 years they've been around, but a good portion of it. And these lights are the epitome of the disc light family. I mean, like, first of all, let's talk about all the things that this has got going for it that makes it, you know, that much more interesting, that much more fun. For instance, we've got 10 LEDs in here, but not just any LEDs. These are color changing LEDs. There's a switch on the back, and all I'm doing is just flicking it back and forth, and you can see how it's gonna go from all white, and it's gonna go to color. And it's gonna go through 14 different colors. So it's going to morph through those, as you can see on my hands right there, okay? So that's the first thing. You have 10 LEDs here, and these are the surface mount diodes, we like to call these. They are all individual lighting elements that are on there, but that's not it. The side panels have another 4 LEDs in there as well. So you've got a total of 14 lights of this. And Suzanne, one of the things that I really love about disc lights is that they're uplights. Yes. And you were showing it back here, the way that you can use it if you want to put it on top of a vase to make a centerpiece, or you want to use it as coasters, you know, or you just want to uplight your walls, plants, statuary, and all that stuff in your house. But then the other thing they have is the side lights, which gives it a whole different dimension now.
It really does.
Because there are certain things I like about the little stick lights that throw little circles on the ground. You get the circle with these two. So you're getting it all when you buy these. Not to mention, you do get stakes for the back of these, so you can use it. You can mount them just flat on a surface, on a table, whatever. You get stakes that fit in the back of these, and then there's what we call a little keyhole right here, and that allows you to hang this on a nail or a screw.
And again, they're solar, so no wiring, no mess. You don't have to hire anybody to come out and run a bunch of stuff for you. You don't have to plug these darn things in. You don't have to recharge these things. You don't have to worry about a battery. Here's what's so cool about these. This is what you guys are going to love. It creates instant magic.
Yes.
It is the easiest way to upgrade your balcony, your deck, your backyard, your front yard, your walkway. If you are getting ready to sell your home, I insist you get these tonight. I really do. I was driving into work and I said, let me look around. Like, really, it was dark. I said, let me look at the homes that I really admire in my little neighborhood. We have really small homes in my neighborhood, not real big mansions or anything. Every home that I thought looked most gorgeous, what did they have?
Lights.
They had uplighting. This one family has uplighting all along their white fence, kind of a basic fence. And it looked like $1 million. If you do it along your driveway, if you want to put it, again, on a beautiful decorative wall, if you want to put it in your planters, you can. These are the go anywhere, leave out all year, create that absolute magic just by picking up our Today Special. Now, I want to give you a little bit of a heads up. In just a couple of minutes, you're going to see just how fast these are going. And I am... We knew it was going to be a big deal tonight. I didn't know it was going to be this big. Are you ready? We've been on now for 5 minutes. You ready? We have sold almost 3 This wasn't just, oh, you know, this is like, are you kidding me? Bell+Howell, they've upgraded them. This is a really big deal. And by the way, this is our last Home and Gardens Day special for the rest of the year.
I didn't know that.
It absolutely is. And a lot of people say, oh, they'll do this again, blah, 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 blah. We do not have another Home and Garden Today special at all for the rest of the year. This is wrapping up our Home and Garden season. And there's a whole lot of home and garden and outdoor season that we still have to enjoy. Lou, the thing that I love is year-round on these.
Year-round. Yep. Well, and that's what's so neat about them, too, is that, you know, I've had them now for years, obviously, since we introduced the very, very first disc lights.
That's right.
And they stay there all year round. They live outside through hurricanes, rainstorms, all kinds of things. I've had friends up north who told me they've had them out there, and they leave them in the snow, you know? The only thing about snow is they look amazing covered in snow because you get the beautiful colors and everything comes through the snow.
Cool.
You got to remember to brush the snow off to let them charge.
Yes,
that's
you
the
need some
only
solar.
thing. You need some sun to hit them. That's the only thing. And remember, you know, with each and every one of these that you're buying right now, you do have the 3 different ways to mount them. Horizontal, vertically, using the stake, or without the stake. The stake just fits right in the bottom, just like this. Okay, and you get a stake for each and every light. So when you put that in the ground, it is still going to be flush to the ground, but that stake's going to hold it in there nice and securely. And when I say these are flush to the ground, I have walked on mine, driven over mine, I've done all kinds of things, and they can take the abuse. They really do stand up to it. Unlike some of the other lights I had before, where I would either trip over them or kick them over, or, you know, I mean, there was a million ways that I could break them. These things are really, really, really tough, and they really do stand up to the elements.
And you guys will come up with the most creative ideas.
Oh,
Everybody does. Everybody. And I got to tell you, when you look back here behind us, this whole, I mean, this is a pretty little outdoor area we've created. Can we do that? Thank you. This is such a pretty area we've created, but you know what? It's just not magical until we added all these lights. And guys, we have them everywhere. We've got them in a planter with a tree over here. We've got them in a beautiful planter system with just a bunch of ferns. I love it in front of the fireplace right here. We've got it on the walls.
Yeah, that is very cool right there.
I love it on the fireplace.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Imagine if you just lined a bunch of them up. Look how pretty this is. And this is it. Oh, ready to decorate? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, having a party? There you go. Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, I know. Shoo-wee. But look how beautiful that is. This might be around the edge of your pool.
Great. Well,
you know what I love? Oh, I love this.
Well, and here's what's neat about this, too. And this is one of the things I say to people. Look, even if you just throw them, this one and then the 2 back here, when you were doing the opening of the show, I love the way that you don't see these until it gets dark. And all of a sudden, look at the way this is all glowing back here. And this is something you can do in minutes. No wiring, no hiring, no electricians, no digging trenches. This is one of my favorite looks right here, is when you put them on the wall like this. You know, because what other solar lights can you do that with? You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at the way you get all this light coming off of here, and then of course along the bottom. And look how high that light goes. And folks, there are lights on in our studio still just a little bit. If it was totally dark in here, these lights just come all the way up. I mean, it's amazing. And Suzanne,
this is one of my favorites.
This is what my wife Kelly came up with this years ago. Because we have them in our, but we have like a outdoor, actually kind of like this. We got an outdoor living room set out there. Tables on the side tables, you know, front table. And that's all we use at night when we're out there, is we use our Bell+Howell disc lights, because they give you a nice soft glow, enough light you can see what you're eating, you can see what you're drinking, you can see the people. Yeah, and I love the way it keeps changing. You know what?
You know what? Everybody freaks out too. They're like, "Are you kidding me? These are the coolest coasters
the minute they
ever."
See that.
They do.
Look at this. It comes
and
right
I got
to
to tell
glass.
you, if you're going to have a barbecue, a party, if you have the gang over, if you are hosting a nice event, you could literally spread these everywhere.
That's
and all of
crazy.
a sudden, a really basic space turns into this amazing oasis.
It's fancy.
Very fancy.
Yes.
And lighting. Think about the nicest place you go. If you go to a hotel and at night it takes your breath away, why is it?
Oh, because of the lighting.
It's the lighting. If you go to that famous amusement park in Orlando and at night it feels extra cool, why is it?
It's the theme park effect.
It's the lighting.
You know what? And that's so funny you say that, because every time I sell the disc lights, I always say that, you know, yeah, if you go to a theme park during the day, it's neat, the colors are cool, there's music, it's fun. But then at night, it's like magic. It's like a fairy tale when you go out there. We were sitting in our backyard last night. Kelly and I were sitting back there and looking around the backyard, and I realized, like, I've got the flame lanterns that I used to sell here for Bell+Howell, which are amazing. I've got we got so many different lights in our backyard, and it just looks, I'm looking up and down our canal, and it's like, they have cool lights, dark hole. They have cool lights, dark hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, like, I wonder what our house looks like today, because I have so many colors and so much going on back there. But I love it. It makes me feel comfortable when I'm out there. It's welcoming. You know, we have company come over, we have friends come over. You know, the first thing they ask me is, like, where'd you get that? By the way, I mentioned a moment ago, Suzanne, that the lights were on in here. I want everybody to notice something. Look at my arm down here. that's above this table?
Yeah, totally can see it.
Yeah, look at it. It's lighting me up even with the lights on in here. So it's competing with those lights. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and
These are bright.
it is the easiest way to create magic wherever your space is. And you could be in a little teeny balcony in the middle of a city and you just want to create your balcony oasis. You could have a little teeny slab of cement in the back of the apartment. You could live in a big old mansion. Congratulations. These are the easiest way to create that magic, and we all want that in our lives. You know, Lou, you're talking about you and Kelly sitting out and enjoying some time. You've got to make your space at home just that magical place where you can relax and you can enjoy it. And you walk out, and when these lights are on, especially the color morphing, you just walk out and you go, oh my gosh, this is my happy spot. People use these on their porch. I love seeing these going up the steps on a porch. It looks fantastic. On a walkway, I'll tell you that's where they're great.
Where?
A dark, creepy area on the side of your house.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? That actually helps sort of with safety as well, because people can see where they're walking. Maybe that side entrance you rarely use, or a space in the back end of the property, which you really want to bring to life. Now you can do it easily because there's no wiring.
Well, and I always tell people there's 3 reasons people get disc lights, okay? The first one is ambiance. You want to create that theme park effect in the backyard or the front yard or anywhere, you know, the curb appeal, okay? The second thing is safety. You know what I mean? You don't want people tripping on stairs and that sort of thing. And I got a great example right here. The third reason is security, because you know what? The bad guys don't go to the house that's lit up. So all those things come into play, but just to give you a couple of ideas on how you could use these. For instance, the mailbox that's right here, okay? You know, people, how often you've had it? Maybe you live on a dark road, you don't have a street light on your road or anything like that. You know, you're not going to pay somebody to wire up your mailbox unless, you know, you won the lottery or something, I guess. But when you look at this, we stuck one on the side right here, okay? So we've got one that's working vertically, and then we put all of these around the bottom. You can see, look how much light's coming off of these.
Can I tell you, my friends Teresa and Jeff lived out in the country in Delaware County, my hometown in Ohio. They lived out there for 30 years.
How many times did you drive by their house?
Every single time, because I could never figure out which driveway was theirs, and it was a really dark country road. I would have loved had they had these morphing. I would have gone, there's Teresa and Jeff's
their house, you know? And that's nice. Well, so to that point, though, so we got the stairs here to show you a little bit of the safety aspect of it. Notice how we've got them on the sides to show people that's where the stairs are, but then on every trestle we've got them so nobody trips. So watch this. So we got the business in the front, and when the friends come over, that's right, people. Party in the back. So everybody's coming in there. Yep, we're having a good time in the back. Look at that right there. So you've got those color changing lights.
You know what you didn't put on here, which I really love, is people putting on the top of their fence post. It's so pretty. If you have, we'll go up here, guys. If you have a big fence,
I'll grab
we
one.
can just grab any of them, If you have a fence, we have so many people who are putting them either in the front, or they put them literally, shoo-wee, you're exhausted.
Yes.
They literally put them on the top of their fence all the way around their property. And at night, do you do that too?
Yeah.
You're so cute.
We have a lake behind the house, so we've got on the fence with a fence.
Oh, yeah.
And so on every fence post, I've got one. It's so funny that I didn't put it on there. I'm like, oh, you know what? Yes.
Well, and you know what's kind of fun? Now you can see it from the side.
You can.
If it was just on the top, that would be one thing. But now that you have the side view,
it's funny you say
it
that.
even makes the top of your fence or your deck.
It makes it more interesting.
I gotta tell you, if you guys have a deck and you put these just on your deck and let them go and don't even think about it, again, every single night when you look out, it's so pretty, it's colorful, or it's really elegant if you want to stick with the white.
Right.
I do have to go and upgrade real quick, and then I know you got some more info. White, white, white. If you guys want the white for the entire day, I have 2,000 left for the rest of the day. This is all white. And white's great because it's very decorator friendly, right? So that's the white. The black is the most popular, and it always is. Here's why I like the black, because it basically dissolves away.
It does.
If you put it in anywhere in your house, grass planter, trees, wherever you're gonna put it, the black is almost like a black fence. I say a white fence, you go, look at that cute white fence. A black fence looks elegant, and it almost dissolves, and you don't notice it so much.
That's true.
So black is always the most popular. Here's the other thing I think is brilliant. You all know when we do a great deal like this, and this is phenomenal, that you're all over it, and most everybody who's had Bell+Howell, they get multiples, and here's why. You're gonna use 8, and you'll put 4 and 4 on a sidewalk, and you'll go, oh, I pull up to my house at night after work and it looks so pretty. And then you'll go, oh, I wish I had this in my backyard. Oh, I really could have put that over there. Oh, on my porch would look amazing.
Right.
So my best advice is, especially at midnight, because I've got all the color options, is get as many as you can at midnight and get either the black or the white before you go to sleep. Last night we did the EcoFlow. Bought my EcoFlow. I bought it at 7 a.m. this morning because I knew it was going to be really popular all day. That is true with these. And again, look at the counter. It's flying. We're now over 3,000.
Isn't it crazy?
We're 10 minutes in, basically. This is your chance to get our best foot forward. And remember, today's special is for a limited time. So you never want to wait because the price is going to go up.
Look how
also,
great
we
that
have 3
looks.
flex pays on this, guys, too. So you can spread your payments out to $13.33 with a major credit card over the next 3 months.
Look at that shot.
I love this shot.
Okay, so just so
how
people
bright
know
they
what they're
are.
looking at there too, that is a set of 8 in every color. So when you look at that stack, that's what you're getting, is all of those. And to your point, I set mine out about 2 paces apart when I put them in the ground. So, and I have about a 2-foot pace. So if you think about that, 4 of them for me would cover about somewhere between 8 to 10 feet. So think about how long your driveway is, how long's your walkway, how long are your flower beds, and to Suzanne's point, buy more than one set. Now, here's what I did, okay? I have a white PVC fence, okay? On my white PVC fence, I bought the white ones. So I got the white ones on there. If you have the black, like Suzanne said, if you put it in the dirt in places like that, flower pots, it does disappear. The green, if you're gonna stake it into your grass, think about the green ones, because they're gonna blend in there incredibly well. The brown, mulch.
Oh, of course.
Yes, that's
Such
right.
a good idea.
Think
of
about the
course.
mulch.
I love that. Oh, I don't know, can we light up the fireplace? Because I want to make this super, super cozy spot. Is this workable? Can I hit a button and make it happen? Who knows?
I don't know.
Watch me blow
Are
up
there
the whole
buttons
place.
on it?
Well,
I don't even
there's
see any
something-
buttons on it.
I don't know.
It's fancy.
It's very fancy. But I thought, man, yeah, we're going to try to turn this on because then you're really creating that moment, you know, where, and here's the neat thing. These are going to come on automatically.
Yeah.
So you come home after a long day of work, and your yard just looks amazing.
Yeah.
That little balcony in
You
New
don't have
York
to do anything.
City looks special.
Yep.
You know, that little square
Your porch,
cement,
your deck,
your porch,
around
your
your
deck,
swimming
your
pool.
swimming pool. It is the neatest thing. Back when I had a pool at our house, I had Bell+Howell lights all around it.
Yeah.
And I would just look out the back doors
Yeah,
and
it was-
it was so picturesque. It was such a wonderful oasis. And it was so peaceful.
look
we
at
got
this.
it? Look how pretty this is, guys. Now we have them morphing under my non-morphing
Isn't that
fireplace.
beautiful?
Envision if this was going, how great this is going
How much
to be.
better?
It would be lovely.
How much better would it even look?
But how pretty that is.
All right, so you and I before the show were talking, and we're talking about how last year when I was at the gem show.
Oh, wait.
Look
Thus,
at that.
We have fire.
Look at that. It's not moving, but it is fire.
It's okay.
Wait, it's slowly moving. There we go.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, now this
Wait,
is cool.
Let me move the pillow. We're getting the whole effect. All right, there you go.
Look how cool. Now.
That's awesome.
Gosh, we need a couple of drinks. We should just sit down
Please,
and
just
relax.
I wish we did.
Right? Anyway, so Tucson. Last year at the Gem Show,
Yep.
I told you the story about how my wife Kelly and I went to dinner with Jay King, and we walked into this Mexican restaurant, and Kelly noticed as we walked in, there were disc lights all in front of the restaurant, right? And Jay was like, well, these are cool lights. And I'm like, Jay, I sell these. How do you not know this?
Wait,
And
you actually looked at...
I picked it up and I looked at them, because people make knockoffs. I looked at the bottom. They were genuine, bona fide Bell+Howell lights that were out there. I thought it was the coolest thing. So
What a great compliment.
So yeah, no, it was. But here's the cool part. So they had it, like, there were cactuses and stuff because they're everywhere out there, right? Every time we go out there, we come back. The nice lady where we stay, you met her.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, she's wonderful. So she gave us little cuttings from the cactuses that we bring back and we plant them.
Oh,
So
cool.
we've got flower parts in our backyard. We have the same effect. We've got the lights, the disc lights in there, color morphing.
In the pot.
In the pot
Yeah.
with the cactus.
Now, I want to go over to this other
Yeah,
side,
let's do
Lou,
this. Oh,
because
this is
I
the best
think this
part.
really shows you really how fun and versatile and beautiful it is. If all these lights were off, this is still kind of a nice space, but it's not special. When we have the lights on, and again, you're doing nothing. You literally hang them up or lay them down. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do.
Simple.
But Lou, let's go over, because I really love this right here.
So this is what I was talking about. If you put them inside your plants, because remember, these are uplights, okay? And the big thing about an uplight is exactly what you're seeing here. Everything above it gets the benefit of the light. Now the cool thing is, because these have the 4 extra LEDs in the side windows, it's actually lighting into the plants as well to the sides. So you're getting even more light than you would with any of the disc lights that we've ever sold before, okay? If you look at what's down here, and I'll just step out of the way. So if you look at what's down there, those are up lights, side lights. I mean, you're seeing the circles on the ground around them. You see everything. And the same thing on the wall. Because, you know, what you like what you were saying before, you and I are looking at that, and we're seeing that light coming straight at us off of the disc lights, but then the side windows are lighting up everything around it, too.
Yeah.
It's a whole different dimension that we've never been able to do before till just now.
And it is the very first time. We've had such success just doing the elegant white lights. We've sold hundreds of thousands and thousands, bazillions of them.
Yeah.
We have never done the color morphing. And you can choose, do you want the elegant white, which is certainly pretty, and then the color morphing to me is really where the magic is. It's where the party is.
No, it is the party.
It's really where it happens. It's just so catching to the eye. It upgrades your property. It makes your little space look bigger and better. It makes your big space look even bigger and better.
Right.
And I really love this idea. You guys, if you're gonna have a party, do the coaster idea. And what's really funny about this, because you're not installing them permanently, you don't have to run wires, there's no recharging, you don't need any batteries. When you change your mind, you change the lights.
No, you can. And I showed you at the beginning of the show, it's one switch on the back of it. I'll show you again real quick here. So there's one little switch on the back of this, okay? Right there, okay? You're gonna turn it on one time. You can select whether you want it on color or you want it on white. Right now it's on color. You can see I just switched it to color. Here's white, just like that, real easy to do. Or I could turn them off by that. But the reality is, you're gonna choose what you like, you're gonna turn it on, and probably leave it that way until one day you go, you know what, I think I want white for this. And then you can do that too. So it's just one switch in the back, it's super easy to do. One of the things people ask a lot though is, are they, good to leave outside? Are they weather resistant? And the answer is absolutely 100%. And I want you to see something too that's not just the weather resistance, but whenever I spray this, I spray it about a foot above this because I want you to see the way that the light lights up the mist. Because you can't do that unless it's a bright light. But right there, that's a great shot. You can see right there the way that mist is just glowing. And that's because these lights extend so far up. I mean, I'm a good 2 feet above this right now as I'm spraying this, and you could just see the way that works. So that's a lovely thing. Then, of course, let's not forget, cheers.
I just love it as a coaster. You gotta do that. If you want to blow everybody away, do it as a coaster. Also, I think this would make a really great housewarming gift. Or if you're gonna go stay with somebody this summer for the weekend and you're like, what can I take them that's really unusual and different? Take them and say, hey, just use them as coasters, and then go, oh, by the way, they're solar. You can put them all over your yard. Trust me, those people will remember that you gave that to them for staying at their house. All right, here's what we're doing, guys. We're 50% off the retail price. Now, Bell+Howell is sold in a lot of home stores. Like a lot of hardware stores out there, you will find great Bell+Howell products. Nobody has this exclusive offer. If you could find it at retail and match our deal, you would spend $69.98. So that's 50% more than what we're selling it for tonight. We've got 3 flex pays. Y'all can use that. You have a major credit card, you're good. Pay it off in 3 months, get it right away. They have been really, really popular for years. We've never, ever until tonight done the color changing, that morphing. And please remember, this is our final and last Lawn and Garden Today special of the entire year. So if you're at that moment where you love your yard and you want to take it to the next level, or you don't love your yard and you want to take it to a beautiful level, or you've got the balcony, the deck, the space, the porch, the front driveway, the front walk, the sidewalk that doesn't, the sidewalk, the
literally
walk
the sidewalk
going along the side of your house. Maybe you want to do something special there. It's the back part of your property that's really dull and dark. This is how you walk out and go, oh my goodness, my yard looks so pretty. It looks so gorgeous. And all you have to do is toss the lights around. It's not like you have to be a home designer, you don't have to be a landscaper, and you're going to save thousands of dollars, especially if you've been thinking about doing custom lighting.
Oh my gosh. Well, so real quick, I'm just gonna grab these just to show everybody because I don't break these out all the time, but I feel like I need to for this. So if you're talking about getting lighting done, and we're talking about low voltage lighting where you actually hire somebody to come out and do it, this is what they're burying under your grass, okay? They're digging holes, they're making trenches, and you're hiring an electrician to come in there and do all of this. Unless you feel like you want to try it yourself, not highly recommended, okay? Very, very hard work these days, and it's really hot outside right now. I wouldn't do it. Or you go out and you say, I'm going to the home improvement store, I'm going to buy some of these. So you buy like 50 of these things for next to nothing. But here's the thing. It's a mystery metal. There's one bulb, little tiny solar cell on top of this thing. And they do see that little circle on the ground.
And they're always crooked. You have one going this way, and one goes this way, and one's tilted.
They're never straight.
It drives me crazy.
You know what? Kelly's the same way. She's like, can you fix that? Can you fix that? I'm like, that's why we don't have them anymore. The other thing is you can't mount them this way, okay? With your Bell+Howell lights, first of all, they're going to be level all the time. That's number one. You have the stakes for these, and you can use them horizontally, vertically, whichever way you want to. It makes it so much easier. To me, this is the new technology. This is the way I'm gonna go.
Totally agree. I want to go back to the mailbox and back to the steps over there, if you don't mind. Here's the story. White, white, white. It is the most limited by far. White is beautiful. If you got a white fence, you're seeing the white there. Then the black is the most popular. I loved it. Brown for the mulch, green for the grass. So really, you might want to coordinate the color of your choices to wherever you're thinking about putting them originally.
Yep, and remember, still got the party going on one side, right here in the back, and then on the front.
Elegant.
It's all business. It's all fancy right here. You know what this is like? It's like if you were having like a wedding in your backyard, and it was like, so this is for the ceremony, and this is for the reception.
When the party starts,
It's that easy.
Well,
oh, that's the one I put on top.
And speaking of that, if you are having a wedding and you want a beautiful entrance,
yes.
I mean, come on, guys.
Down the path.
Down the path.
God.
How beautiful would that be? Or at the reception,
I like it.
and you want to just light the whole walkway into the reception. This is going to be stunning and easy. And then you take them home and use them in your yard.
Exactly.
Or give them to the bride and groom, for gosh sakes.
Well, and I told you we took them on an RV trip.
Yeah.
With us and decorated twice. And decorated our
course.
campsite with these.
Because
I mean, this is the stack right here. That right there is what we took with us, is one of these stacks.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you put them around your campsite, and people are just amazed. Especially if you're like one of those people that goes to like, you know, a big place where they do holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect for that.
Okay, guys, and again, you're just picking your choice right now. Well, you can see our little tickers going, and it is actual. We are at what, guys? 30. I can't see. It's too far away.
I can see it.
3,500.
Oh.
I have a lot of you. Go to .com. That is the way to go to the front of the line and grab the color you want. The white, we're under 2,000 for the rest of the day. Guys, we're going to do another presentation next hour in about 35 minutes. I don't want you to not get that white because it is so limited. Also, did we bring the floodlight out?
No one gave me one.
No one gave me one. Oh, well, I had this grand plan, but we'll show it via video.
Yeah.
Lou's going to be back. We have a great hot deal. How many of you have an area where you need a lot of lighting? You know, I mean, a lot of light.